I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Today we're going to talk about anger. And anger is the feeling that we are all going to feel at some time in our life. We all get angry. And it's okay to get angry. But what it's not okay to do is to stomp our feet or to clench our fists or have that kind of mean, angry look or say or do ugly things. That's not okay when we get angry. What we need to do when we are angry is to say, you know what? I am angry. I need to take a few moments to sit down, take a few deep breaths before we say or do anything, okay? So when we're angry, remember what to do. Take a few minutes to take some deep breaths, regroup, and think before we say or do anything. So let's watch this video of our friend and see how he is able to overcome his anger.
Good morning, students. You know, before Red Ribbon Week, we were talking about some important parts of our body that are parts of our five senses. We've talked about our eyes and we've talked about our ears. Well, today we're going to talk about our mouth and everything it does, specifically our tongue. Now, the mouth helps us to breathe and get air into our lungs. When we take a breath with our mouth open, the air travels through our mouth in and out of our lungs. We can also do that with our nose. Okay, so that's an important function of the mouth. Also, inside the mouth, we have our teeth. And our teeth help us to chew our food, and our tongue helps us to talk. It uses the teeth and the tongue and the lips to form words, so we speak using our mouth. We swallow our food and drink using our mouth, and we get air in and out of our body using our mouth. Our tongue is very unique in that it has some small things on it called taste buds, and our taste buds let us know what we're tasting. The taste buds have four basic senses. They're salty, sweet, sour, and bitter. And whenever you chew food in your mouth, we have these things called salivary glands, and they release a wet substance called saliva. Saliva stays in our mouth all the time to keep our mouth moist. However, whenever we eat, more saliva is released, and that helps us to digest our food because it has enzymes in it that helps to break down the food. As the food is broken down, the saliva washes it over the tongue across these taste buds, and these taste buds tell our brain if what we're eating is salty, like when we eat potato chips, if it's sour, like when we eat a dill pickle, or if it's sweet, like when we eat a piece of cake. So that's very interesting, isn't it? Also, our saliva is something that belongs in our mouth, because when we're sick with certain viruses and bacteria, that can be located in our saliva as well, and it can even be there before we realize that we're sick. And that's why we keep our saliva to ourselves. You shouldn't share drinks or food, straws, spoons, forks. Anything we put in our mouth does not need to be shared with other people. That's including spitting. okay? Because that saliva could contain germs that would make somebody else sick, okay? So we want to make sure not to share those things. Let's say you're at a birthday party and there's chips and dip. You want to take and dip some of that dip onto your plate and eat your own dip with your own chips, because if you keep everybody's dipping their chips into the dip, if that person has already bit off a piece of that chip and they go back and they put it back in the dip, well, their saliva is now in the dip for everybody to put in their mouth, and that's just gross. So we want to make sure that we don't share our germs. So keep your saliva to yourself and enjoy your day.